Hi guys! I wanted to do something a little bit different for this video considering we haven't had a chance to have a trials event yet this year. So today I wanted to talk about printing your photography, since I'm sure a lot of us just share on social media and we don't actually go through the process of getting prints made. I found a site that offered a free 6x6 photo book if you use their app, and that company is Shutterfly. So I've been playing around with a couple film cameras in my collection, and I thought, what better way to start printing my work than for the first book that I print to be my actual film photography. So I went ahead and downloaded Shutterfly's app, went on, and sure enough, they had a special for a free 6" by 6" photo book. One free book per month. All you do is pay for shipping, because you always have to pay for something. So I went through the process of creating my own photo book. And I actually got this about 2 weeks, give or take a couple days, in the mail, and it's completely unopened. I wanted to unbox on camera because I've never done a photo album before. So this is not only my first photo book, but also my first photo book or photo print coming from Shutterfly. So let's unbox. So first impressions, the Shutterfly envelope is a little bit more of a thin cardboard, kind of like a heavier cardstock. I can't feel any support. Usually a lot of companies will put like a piece of cardboard or some stiffer piece of material in the envelope, so your prints or your books don't get folded or creased or bent during shipping. So I don't feel any of that, but for the most part, it's a little beat up from postage, and this just went through the normal postal service. So it didn't go FedEx or UPS or anything like that. It says, good things come in orange packages, and has a nice little pull-off tab. Moment of truth, everybody. Okay, so in the package, we have a photo book, of course, which I would hope it's in there. We have a $100 wine voucher. As this is the first time that I've purchased from Shutterfly, I can't say for certain if this always comes in the package, but as I like to drink the occasional glass of wine, that's actually a really nice little addition. So thank you, Shutterfly. Set that aside. So we also have a little pamphlet, little advert. It says Grove Collaborative for a healthier, brighter home, free $30 Mrs. Myers set, plus free shipping. Interesting little addition, and probably a very good choice for what's going on right now. So those two things, set the envelope aside, and the 6x6 album. So as I mentioned, the app says that you get one free photo book per month. So after you make your first one, you do have to wait 30 days before they will give you access to make a second one. So I did pay a little bit extra. I think I paid $2 in addition to the shipping charge to get a couple extra pages added. Okay, so first impressions. The outside is, it's definitely a thicker book. It's definitely thicker material. I will say that whoever cut it didn't entirely cut it straight, but we can let that slide. The binding looks a little, doesn't look entirely square. So if you can see, this side is nice and flat square binding, I'll hold it this way. So this side is nice and flat. As you get closer to the top of the book, you're a little more rounded, and it looks like they may not have entirely squared that up, but hey, it's free, can't complain too much. This photo was taken on one of my new cameras, the Mamiya 645 1000S. So I'd like to incorporate a little bit of the camera side, the photography side, and the motorcycle side on this channel, and whatever else comes along. So Shutterfly does have their own templates on their app, but I like to have a little bit more control. And as this was only a 6" by 6" book, the photos using the template were going to be pretty small, and I wanted to get a bigger print. So overall, so far, the outside's nice and durable. It definitely does not feel flimsy. It looks like a pretty thick print. Nice thick crease. So I wanted to, as I'm gonna try doing a book per month, I wanted to not only put the month and the year, but I also wanted to put a picture of myself as close to the time the book was made as possible. So there's my little profile picture, and yes, I am 30 years old. Yes, I know I'm young. So what I did, and this is something that I need to keep in mind for the next book. So as I was going through adding in my photos, I was also adding a note as to what camera was used, what film was used, and any comments as to the location. I do notice that if you look a little bit closer, you can see it cut the side of the photo off, so I need to keep that in mind whenever I do the next book. The print quality actually does not look bad at all, and I will be honest, I have not had these photos printed before, so I can't comment on comparison between this type of print or this print service with some of their other print services or other people or other printers. So all in all, flipping through this, I have to say their prints look really, really nice. Definitely much better than I anticipated. Like I mentioned, some of these aren't exactly level. They weren't exactly cut quite as square, but I just need to keep that in mind for the future when I make the next book to leave a little extra header room. Some of these photos were on 35mm film like these two. I also interspersed a couple, let's see if I can find them, I'll backtrack a little bit. A little bit of 120 square film, 120mm, and also the medium format 6x45. I will say it's nice having pages on the inside that are a little bit thicker, but I kind of would have preferred to have a little bit of a thinner paper on the inside and a thicker paper on the outside for the cover. Probably definitely gonna try keeping a book each month. Since we've been in quarantine, I've done a lot more photos than I typically do during the week. A lot of my photos, as you guys know, are on the weekends for trials events. So I have some quarantine photo books coming up. That'll be kind of neat to get printed. And I'd like to focus mainly on printing my film photographs, but I'm not gonna limit myself to just printing film. So all in all, I would say this is a very, very good deal if you've either never printed your work before or you're looking for a low-cost way to get some of your print to display. If you have any questions on using Shutterfly's app or any more questions on the physical album that I got printed, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to answer any questions. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, you can support me by giving this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share, subscribe to my channel. I know a lot of you guys that watch still aren't subscribed yet, so more videos to come. Hopefully we can get started on the trials events again soon, but otherwise I will see you guys later.